or memorandum. The full name is memorandum. Okay, in short form, we call it memo. So, what is a memo? Actually, you call it a memo in day-to-day life. So, memorandum is the complete name, right? So, what is memo? Memo is a short written communication within organizations. This is what the definition of memo is. Short written communication. Both words are important. First thing is short, second is written communication, third is within the organization. Within the organization, that means suppose you are in a college, so within a college, if some official or someone wants to communicate with one department with another or principal with the teachers, so then he will not write a letter. What he will do is he will write a memo, he will draft a memo. Is it clear? Okay, so now what is a memo? The definition should be clear to you. What is a memo? It is a short written communication used within or inside an organization. Okay, एक ही organization के अंदर. Okay, so that means if I am communicating with someone outside my organization, then it cannot be a memo. Is it clear? Suppose this college wants to communicate with another college in Himachal, so a memo will not work. Memo works only within the organization, right? Like the principal wants to communicate with some department head or some department, then he or she may write a memo. Okay, and it is more formal than a casual note, but shorter than a letter. A casual note is a note, maybe someone wants to call a meeting, so he may write a casual note and circulate it. Casual note, right? So, but it is formal, more formal than a casual note. Okay, and shorter than a letter. A letter is a lengthier one, and as compared to letter, it is shorter. Okay, and things which come out of it is not usually sent outside the organization. So you will not send it outside the organization. What is the purpose? The purpose is you share information quickly, clearly, and in a recorded form. तीनों चीजें. Suppose I want to share some information. I am the head of an organization. I want to share some information with some particular department. Okay, production, manufacturing, sales. So I need some kind of form. What is that form I'll use? I'll use a memo, right? Memo, what is the use of memo? First thing is it is a quick way of sharing information. Second, it provides clear details of what is required or what is to be done. Third, you have a record. Tomorrow someone may deny that I am not aware of what you asked for, right? So in official communication, in official network, or in organizational structure, you cannot shirk the responsibility. आप जिम्मेवारी से हट नहीं सकते. ठीक है? So it remains a kind of record. Like the head or the manager can tell that yes, I issued a memo in your name on so and so date. Why haven't you taken the action? Right? Otherwise, if I just say uh, orally, then may not be recorded, and tomorrow there may be problems. Okay. Then example is, for example, a principal sending a memo or a manager sending a memo to employees about new office timings. Suppose office timings have changed. Okay, from 9 to 5, it has become 10 to 5 with 1 hour break or half an hour break. So all that communication within an organization is to be achieved through memo. So by now, it must have been clear to you what is a memo, right? It is a short written communication. Where it is used inside an organization. For what purpose it is used? It is used for sharing information quickly, clearly, and in a recorded manner. क्विक भी होती है, क्लियर भी होती है, और साथ ही साथ उसका एक रिकॉर्डेड फॉर्म में वो अवेलेबल होती है, so that it can be referred to in the future, right? So I think you understood the definition of memo. It is shorter than a letter, but longer than a more formal than a casual note. Casual note is something like a slip. Suppose the manager wants to have a meeting with the sales executive, so he will just give a slip in the hands of some employee, some PN, and that way the person will come and meeting will be there. But memo is more formal because there is a record of that thing. Okay. So let's go to the next slide, which is what is the purpose of memo. So by now you must have got an idea what is the purpose. Purpose is simple: sharing of information, right? So, but what you should write in your exams is you must elaborate. So purpose तो है ही to communicate, to send information. So पहला purpose है to inform. First purpose is to inform. You want to send some information regarding, suppose there is some change in the rules, there is change in the policy, there is a meeting or some decisions have been taken by someone. So those things are to be informed to your employees. So फर्स्ट थिंग इज फॉर इंफॉर्मेशन और टू इन्फॉर्म. क्या इन्फॉर्म करेंगे आप? कोई रूल्स है, कोई पॉलिसी है, मीटिंग है, या कोई डिसीजन, राइट? फॉर एग्जांपल यू आर इन a college, so if there is a change in the timetable, there is a change in the date sheet, or you have to apply for registration, so all those things, they come under this particular head, to inform. You are informed to apply for registration, you are informed to apply for exams. Okay, you get this kind of informations uh, on a day-to-day basis. But what you get is a notice. Notice is a different thing. Don't confuse notice with memo. समझ गए? uh, Notice and this memo are different things. This is just example which I have given you. Don't misquote the things. Note, you get a notice. Notice is a something which is of general nature, which applies to a common pool of people, right? But here memo is more specific, and it applies to only those who are bound by certain rules and regulations. For example, a manager may be controlling a particular unit and he has some people working under him, so he will issue a memo. But if it is of general nature, it concerns all everyone, then it will become a notice kind of thing. So don't confuse things. And second thing is to remind. Suppose you had given some deadline. For example, the date of registration is this 30th September. So because generally we people tend to delay, हम क्या करते हैं? नेचुरल टेंडेंसी है कि आज नहीं कल करूंगा, अभी तो महीना बाकी है, 15 दिन है, ठीक है? So in this way our deadline approaches, and many people, they do not complete their jobs. So this acts as a reminder also. Memo acts as a reminder also. What will be written there? The manager will tell that the date for final date of submission of the information is approaching fast. Kindly submit the information in office before the last date. Okay, so that is to remind. What does he or she reminds you? The deadlines, or if the task was given to you, like that these tasks were to be completed, so you haven't, or they haven't been completed, and also the responsibilities, right? So they remind you about deadlines, tasks, and responsibilities. Third is to request. Okay, you want to request someone their cooperation. You want to get something from someone, like one department wants, suppose there is a NCC recruitment is there. Okay, so now you need a weighing machine, but you don't have a weighing machine in your department, right? So the principal will write a memo to the concerned department to issue that thing to the other department on loan or for a day. Okay, so that is, they may request you to issue that thing, resources, like you want the weighing machine, or you suppose you want some room, some seminar hall and all. So that is to request. Next is to confirm. Okay, suppose someone has asked you some information, or someone has asked you some resources, for some resources, so then you need to confirm whether it is available or not. You have to reply back, isn't it? You have to, suppose you ask the principal for the seminar hall on so and so date, we want to conduct a freshers party in the seminar hall or in the multi-purpose hall. So then the decision will be taken whether it is available or not. Okay, so that will be confirmed that yes, this hall has been booked in your name on so and so date. Okay, then last one is to record. Okay, this acts as a official record, official written record of something because it is in the written form. Okay, so that tomorrow you may question the fellow, or you may question someone on why that thing was not done. So you understood what are the purposes of memo. First is to inform about rules, policies, meetings, decisions, to remind about the deadlines, tasks and responsibilities, to request approval, cooperation and about resources, to confirm agreements or decisions, and last is to record, keep a official written record. So next thing is, what is the format of a memo? The format of a memo is, first comes the heading section. Heading section, it is very simple. In few lines, you will. It's just like very small as compared to the letter. Heading section में सबसे पहले आएगा to. To means to whom you are issuing that memo. To. To में क्या आएगा? Receiver's name and designation. For example, to Mr. Victor, Assistant Professor Music, right? Then next comes from. From is the sender's name and designation. From principal, government college, so and so. Yeah, college, so and so. Or so and so department, right? Then date. Next comes date. Date may you will write the date, day, month, and year. And below that will come subject. What is the subject? Short topic line. So this is the heading. Heading section में क्या आएगा? To, just like email, to, then comes from, the sender's name and designation, then date and subject, small short topic line. Next is body. Now you write 2 or 3 lines, not much, because it is short, clear and crisp communication. Okay, so in body section you write the opening line. In opening line you clear the purpose, then you provide the details that the office, like suppose you are announcing the office hours have changed, so in the first line you will write the main topic, change in office working hours. Then you explain in the next line how and what changes are there. The office working hours have been changed from 9 to 5 to 10 to 6, right? Something like that. Then the closing line. Closing line means you are going to end. What action is required? What action is required? So all are directed to follow the rules. That is the closing line. That this much only. Okay. So body first is the purpose, clear purpose. Middle you provide some explanation about that, and finally you close that with the polite ending and what action is required. No greetings or signatures. You don't sign there. You don't put any greeting. Yours faithfully, yours sincerely. Nothing like that. Okay. Got it? So this is the format of a memo. You have examples. For example, if this is an informative, you will tell me what kind of memo it is. I will tell you all the things like this heading and the body. You will tell me what kind of memo it is. I told you what is the purpose of memo: to inform, to you know take action, something. So, for example, I'm just reading it out. To all employees from HR department, date 19 September, subject holiday announcement. Suppose there is a holiday announcement. So, in the first line, we will announce that holiday. This is to inform to whom it is applicable, all employees, that the office will remain closed on 25 September 2025 on account of a public holiday. You have explained it is applicable to all, and you have given the date also. That's all. This is a simple structure of a memo. What kind of memo it is? Informative. You are giving some information. Now I'll give you another example. To may again some person whom you are sending this memo to, from sales manager, date, subject a quarterly report submission. Quarterly report submission. This is a reminder to submit your quarterly sales report by 22nd September 2025. Delay may affect performance evaluation. Now tell me what kind of memo it is. Very good. Reminder memo. This is a reminder. of what is expected from that fellow and how the last date is approaching. Now, last one. Okay, from to accounts department, from project head, date, subject, release of budget funds, release of budget funds. Kindly release the approved budget for project so that procurement of required materials can begin at the earliest. Request memo, very good. So you got an idea of uh, what are these memos, how they are written. They're very simple in form. And next last, now you can easily tell what kind of memos are there, which provide information are called informational memos. Share information. Next is request memo, where you ask for some action or resources. Next is reminder memo, where you remind about deadlines. Next is confirmation memo. You confirm decisions or actions. Then last is instructional memo. Instructional memo means you provide guidelines or steps for doing something, like you are given instructions about how to apply for online admission, right? So you can remember something like this: IRRCI: inform, request, reminder, confirm, and instruction. So, what are the uses of memo? A quick recall. You understood what are the uses? Quick information, quick internal information. Dusra, they are short and direct, saves time. Tisra, they prevent confusion because written with clarity. Then they maintain accountability and official record. So, what are the uses? Quick information, saves time, prevents confusion, maintains accountability, and they are officially a record for future reference. So these are the uses of memo. The last point which we'll cover today is what is the difference between letter and memo. Letter is more formal and detailed, and second thing is it is written to someone outside your organization, not within the organization. So this is the main difference between these two. Otherwise, uh, letters, they generally follow a longer formal address, salutation, body paragraph. Structure wise also they are different. Okay, so I think you got an idea of what this all is. All right. So the difference between letter and memo is a short and direct message which is used mainly for communication inside an organization. The purpose that we understood is it is to inform, remind, request, or record something quickly. And memos are brief, focused, and follow a simple format like to, from, date, subject, body. They do not use greetings or closing. On the other hand, letter structure, they are more formal and detailed, and they can be used both within and outside an organization, and uh, they have a longer format. I hope you remember what is the format of a letter. You have a sender's address, receiver's address, date, then salutation, then body, paragraphs, because it is a longer one, and a proper closing also, complimentary close. So they are more polite and they provide elaborate explanation also. And you can finally say that memos are internal, short, and direct, while letters are formal, detailed, and used for both internal and external communication. So, in conclusion, we can say that memos are essential for internal communication. They are short, clear, and save time. They are used for informing, reminding, requesting, confirming, and recording. And difference, uh, the same difference is there: shorter, direct, and only for internal use. So, with this, we finish.